Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. So sorry about that. The video kind of ended before I realized it was going to end. I was typing some notes up actually for another case that we're working on. So welcome in, everybody. I hope you guys are having a great Thursday. It is October the 10th, 7 days till my birthday. Just saying, just saying. Welcome in. I just want to say welcome in, everyone. If this is your first time here, I hope you appreciate the case coverage and consider subscribing to the channel today. That was my dog. I want to give an F, like a, little for F, what is it called? FYI. After today, all my Betty content will be over on Unfiltered. So if you're not subscribed to Unfiltered with Tanya, I'll drop the link in chat. So that way you guys will know. We are streaming on both today. We are streaming on Unfiltered and we're streaming on TitaniumBuilt. Just that way, so I could get everybody to know that, we're going to be going over there. Also, we're streaming on Twitter. So if you're watching us on Twitter, hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you guys all for being here. I do appreciate it. I really, really do. So let me drop the link and say hi to some people in the chat. How's everybody doing? One more day until you guys are off for the weekend if you work Monday through Friday anyway. I have I've been telling you guys I have a wedding coming up and it's been crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay, let's see. That's me, that's me, that's me. Hey Jennifer, good morning. Hey Sassy Southern Witch, welcome in. PJ, welcome in. Is it Desiree or Desire? I don't know. But oh my gosh, that's such a good photo. That's cute. That's real cute. Oh, I love that with the pumpkins and the cat. That's cute. Hey, Victoria, Lori, Casey, Crystal, Aunt Kathy story time. Welcome in. Crystal again. Hey, Ashley, welcome in. Graham, Shelly, it's good to see you guys. Hey, Lori, Shelly again. Okay, it's good to see everybody. So if you guys are here and you're watching, if you guys don't mind, taking a second, hit the like button. It really does help the channel out. If you would like to become a member of our awesome channel, because we do have awesome channels over here, I'll drop the link for both of those. If you want to go to, be on Unfiltered, or if you want to be a member over here and on TitaniumBuilt. So let me go ahead and drop the link for TitaniumBuilt, and then I'll drop the link here in a minute for Unfiltered, since we're waiting a little bit on Betty anyway, and then we'll get right into it. I hope you guys are having a great day, though. It's beautiful here. Hopefully the weather's okay where you are. So actually, that's what I wanted to show you guys. So I wanted to show you guys something. So have you guys been following Lieutenant Dan? You could be whichever, Ashley. I'm on both. So yeah, you could be in whichever chat that you want to be in. It's kind of like we're a free for all, wherever you guys want to go. I just wanted to make sure everybody would know that, we would be going over there. That's why I did it on both channels today. So I've been following anyway, this guy they named Lieutenant Dan. He has a boat. He's in Florida. He rode out the hurricane. So the police and everybody has tried to get this guy to get off the boat and go somewhere and go to safety. And he's like this small little guy, and he's like, nope, I ain't doing it, right? And I was like, last night, whenever, I was like, oh my gosh, I wonder how he's doing. So he said he slept like a baby. He slept like a baby. And I was going to show you this video. It's so funny. He says he smoked a joint this morning. He said he feels pretty good. Thank you for becoming a member, Aunt Kathy Storytime. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Good morning, Judy. Ooh, expecting a phone call. I hope it's a good one. So I figured we start off with something kind of funny, Okay, this is going to be a funny stream either way. Either way. So this is Lieutenant Dan. There's his boat right there. Actually, let me go back. and see if I can show you where he was riding out the waves. They rescued that cat. I thought that was cute. Right here, look at this. Oh wait, no, that's
that way when I bang in, it has more free.
There was one right here. Look at this. Oh. Like he is in that boat right now. Oh my God, look at that. He said he slept like a baby. What do you mean? I would have been freaking terrified. I would have been terrified. But this is so funny when this is him the next, he made it.
And Lieutenant Dan here. How'd it go? How'd the night go?
It was a little rough till about 11:30. I repositioned the boat and I was heading into the wind. And I slept like a baby from 12:30 to 5 o'clock this morning. I woke up twice to pee. That was it. But other than that, I mean, it's been a great night. I just smoked half a joint. I'm high. I'm watching all the people run around like crazy because all the water. The water went up. It was up to here last night. It was over the fucking pole.
There's the boat still standing.
I mean, I believe me, I got battered against the tire. But other than a couple of scuff marks on the side, my boat's in better shape now than it was before because it got washed.
He said because it got washed. That's so funny. I know he's safe. Sorry. So I wanted to show you guys that because I know some of you guys have been watching it with me and or just watching it on your own. And I'm like, oh my gosh, he made it. He made it. I mean, he needs to be on the news. He really does. Welcome in, Stephanie. Hey, Cheryl. You have no sound? Well, there for a minute, I did turn it down. Oh my gosh. Wow, Ashley. That must be powerful. Shit, it is the 10th. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, my sweet Ashley. Happy birthday to you. Now you're 37, girl. You're old. It's Ashley's birthday today. So make sure you tell her happy birthday. She's like she's one of our OGs around here. Our OG. Happy birthday, sweetheart. I hope you have a great day. I really, really, really hope you have a great day. And I don't sing happy birthday for nobody other than Vincent. So just remember that. I usually only sing for him. The happy birthday song. He loves it. I don't know what it, I don't know. I'm going to have to ask him if he's ever been saying that before. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't know. Hey, Casey. Casey said happy birthday from over here. I don't know if you can see them, but because we've got people on both sides, but everyone's saying happy birthday. So Betty's going to court today, because she's wild. Well, I mean, I'll say that. I'll tame her down a little bit because she's out of control. She is out of control. She's done so many things in this case and every case that she's ever covered, and she's blaming other people for her wrongdoings. Like it wasn't her fault that anything happened in the Summer Wells case that was controversy. It wasn't her fault. She got Don Wells fired from his job. What do you mean? She's out there screaming. Like, what do you mean? She's planted evidence before in a case. She has she's done the mostest. Let's just say that. She's done the mostest. She spitted at a guy in Idaho. Like, I mean, it's just out of control. She's out of control. So she's back in court today for the protection order on Chris Proudfoot. Her court hearing is scheduled for 9 a.m. So we're just waiting to see kind of what happened. We're just waiting to see what happened. But while we wait, I figured we could go over Betty's video from this morning and see what she has to say about court today. Before we do that, I'm just going to give you a little, I'm going to refresh everyone's memory on Betty in court the last time she went to court.
And a missing boy's parents appearing in court today, but it did not bring them any closer to finding their son. Sebastian Rogers disappeared from Hendersonville back in February. His family was in the courtroom today for a YouTuber accused of harassing and stalking Sebastian's mother and step-grandparents. Now, in order of protection, banned Andra Griffin, who's also known as Bullhorn Betty, from having any sort of contact with the family, directly or indirectly.
Look at the red glasses. Pull them up, Betty.
Court
And there's Tony.
documents also claim she violated that. News 2's Caitlin Quisenberry was in the Sumner County courtroom to try to get both sides of this story.
Sebastian Rogers' mother, stepfather, and step-grandparents have largely remained out of the media, but they claim Bullhorn Betty has stalked and harassed them. The courtroom was split today into two sides. The YouTuber and Sebastian's father, Seth, sat on one side. His mom, Katie, stepfather, Chris, and step-grandparents were on the other side. Court documents claim Bullhorn Betty violated the order of protection by mentioning the family on a live stream. The brief hearing ended with the judge saying the matters would be heard on October 10th. Seth Rogers tells me it was frustrating to sit in a courtroom while his son is still missing.
It is extremely frustrating that I have to come here to support somebody, which I don't mind coming here to support somebody that's supporting my goal of finding my son. But the fact that I have to come here because four people, want to put restraining order against somebody who's just trying to find my son, and yet Sebastian is supposed to be her son as well.
Seth,
Can you imagine that? I mean, I couldn't imagine being Katie. That must hurt a little bit, because think about it for a minute. At one point in time, she did love Seth. She loved him enough to marry him. She loved him enough to have a baby with him. And although she doesn't want to be around him, and he knows those reasons, but for him to show up in court, to sit on the opposite side and take up for somebody that has done the mostest to prevent. She's impeding on an investigation, in my opinion. She's doing all of it. She's doing the most of everything. She's doing everything. I just feel like if I was Katie, it would hurt my feelings almost, to be like, are you kidding? Like, I don't know. Katie's pretty strong, though. I feel like she's very strong. She's military. She's strong. So here's Betty's, I'm going to refresh this, see if anything happens. This is Betty's court filing. Actually, let's go back to search. One second. I'm going to put it on Betty just so I can see. Okay, it doesn't pull up. Sometimes these are like, I don't know. I need to get I think my name's programmed into here to automatically go into things when I click it. So I was just making sure it didn't do that, but it didn't. Okay, so she's got the two that are open. I think it was this one for today. Yeah. So October 10th, 9 a.m. Filing date was last month. Terry Frizzle will be there, I guess. And it's an ex parte order protection. And they're supposed to be hearing it today at 9 a.m. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But while we're seeing what happens, we'll go back. Rewind this over here. She just got out of the shower, she's fresh and she's clean and she's ready for court. She's getting ready for court. She brought a robe with her. I love a robe. I love a good robe. I ain't gonna lie.
Tonight, but sorry, I just got out of the shower and
oh no, Betty hasn't aged well. It's stress. She puts stress and drama on herself.
My hair is just, I gotta dry my hair. I gotta blow dry my hair before tomorrow. So we're gonna make this kind of short.
I gotta blow dry my hair before tomorrow. What do you mean you have no hair? It's going to dry in 3 minutes. She's like me. I have fine hair. It dries very fast. What do you mean? She says she has to blow dry her hair before tomorrow.
Work and sweet. And I just realized my phone is almost dead. So let me plug it in.
I keep it like this because I like to read the chat, but if you want it full screen, let me know.
We've been gone most of the day today. So I did get a chance to meet with my attorney. Looks like we're all prepared for tomorrow. For those that are coming.
Oh, she's wearing jammies.
There is, make sure that you guys, don't wear any like spaghetti straps or short shorts or stuff like that. There is some type of dress code, so to speak, at.
It's called dressing respectfully.
The courthouse. So please just wear green if you can. If you have anything, Sebastian's Army, Sebastian, or anything like that. If you're going to come to court, please just represent if you can. It's nice to see everybody. I would say go.
Sorry, I keep interrupting, but the courthouse, they don't like that. I know that it's. I know that people like to wear shirts with, the name of the victim, or I'm saying victim in case, in general. It's usually like a victim or something in cases. But Elijah Vu, they told their family, please don't wear Elijah Vu's clothing. In the Karen Reed case, they told them not to wear anything like with Karen Reed's name on it. They just don't really like, I don't know why, that they just don't like it.
Go down. Jenna, Regina, Udi, it's nice to see you. Holly, Debbie, Graham, Jessica, Mike, God's Girl, it's nice to see you. I love the name. JH, Hope is a beautiful thing. I love that name too. The Real Me Too, Sweet Misery. Mr. Rogers, you need to be in bed right now, getting some Z's. Z's. Did you ever hear of them? It's where you close your eyes and you go to sleep so you can be in court tomorrow. We don't need to be wheeling you in. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I think Mr. Rogers is stalking me. I think I need a PO. Okay, it was a bad joke. Okay. Patricia, it's nice to see you. Barb, Southwest, it's nice to see you. 5D, Samantha, Lisa B, always nice to see you, my love. Feel the love. I'm feeling the love. Sammy, it's nice to see you. And everybody else that's in, I'm just going to skip on down. What else did I say? Sweet Tea and Sunflowers, it's nice to see you. SRK, it's nice to see you. Can you pick up those at the store? No. It seems like it. I'm not going to Florida. You never know. You never know. Remember that, what is it?
I was on YouTube last night, and I guess Betty's road sign for her road, it flew off and it hit one of the weather cars or whatever. The cars that drive around and do they go for hurricanes and tornadoes. It's like a weathermobile. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, I guess her road sign flew off. They have it on video.
The truth-telling serum, right? We might decide instead of that, we might just roofie your drink, just squirt the stuff in there and let you drink it. And then next thing you know, you wake up, you're in Florida. Don't think that you're getting past this. I'm just joking. I'm joking. So everybody I know is here because they want to know what's going on. I don't know what's going on in Florida because I'm sitting in Tennessee. This is what I can tell you. He says, wow. We're taking you to Florida. We're feeding you to the hurricanes, Mr. Rogers. We're feeding you to the hurricanes. So as you guys know, Florida has been battered. I'm a little concerned, but power of prayer, I was just talking to people. Power of prayer is an amazing thing.
Here comes Brittany. Best
right?
friends.
We prayed that something would slow that hurricane down.
I'm so mean.
It's still a catastrophic
to
hurricane. It's a Hurricane 3. It made landfall on Siesta Key. Let me call you. I'm scared. You might have better luck in. No. I should shut up. I should shut up while I'm ahead. It did make a landfall at a Category 3, but listen to this. And I don't know how I said it, but I looked at the map and it's true. The hurricane itself started splitting apart before it made landfall. I don't know if you guys saw that, but it started splitting apart. And I thought that was a little crazy and ironic because when we were here, I'm like, power of prayer. I'd like to see the thing split apart and go, one go to one side, one go to the other. So it was kind of interesting that I made that statement. And lo and behold, a portion of that storm split apart. That was like pretty wild. Yes. Hey, Brittany. I hope you're doing well. So I don't know how I told you guys that power of prayer is really, really powerful, and to pray, to pray for the wind shear, to pray. I was just joking when I said split apart and go around us. And it didn't go around us, but it did split apart. And I'm like, my mouth fell open when my mom told me. She's like, well, it's kind of dying down a little bit. It's split apart. I'm like, what do you mean it's split apart? And she goes, well, it's split apart. And I'm like, I looked over at the real me too, and I'm like, the storm split. And that's when I thought this would be very, very powerful to my entire audience out there, and say, that's the power of prayer right there. Now, is there going to be loss of life? There very well could be. We don't know what the true damage is just yet. But I can tell you that the loss of life has diminished quite a bit with that storm slowing down and people praying. It's just, I don't know how to explain it, but it's things like this that are great examples of what it means to have faith. Does it mean that we're not going without damage or anything like that? No, it doesn't. It just means that it's going to be a lot less. My mom, there's power off at my house, so I have no power. My neighbor has already given me the update. I swear if it's another one of those stupid trees from my neighbor's yard that he does not keep up with, I'm going to lose my ever-loving stuff on the...
Oh my God, Betty. It doesn't matter if he wasn't taking care of his damn tree or whatever, okay? Okay? There was a hurricane. Mother Nature ripped that son of a bee out of the ground or whatever it did, or it tossed it over on your shed. I bet your shed was raggedy anyway. Do you not have homeowners insurance there, Bets? Don't you dare be asking for a new lawnmower from your people, because she was already complaining about mowing her yard and how she got a blister on her hand. So she's going to grift for a riding lawnmower for her half-acre lot.
Owner of that. I'm going to find out who owns that house because I know the renters, and I'm going to have to do something.
You go through your insurance. They're not Betty, they're going to tell you to go through your own damn insurance.
Trees are dangerous. They're not taking care of them. They're filled with infection, and they're going to keep coming down with every powerful storm until they clean their yard up.
Okay, so all the trees are infected. Don't get any trees. No trees. Don't use anything that are made of trees because they're infected. Don't touch that piece of paper.
And that's not on the tenants, that's on the homeowner. And so I'm going to end up having to go to the county because I pray to God it's not another freaking tree. I'm sick of cleaning up my neighbor's stupid trees that they can't take care of. But on a side note, it sounds like the house is still there. It sounds like the flooding is not. Those were the two things we really needed to happen in that area. The impact on our area is going to still be significant because this is on the backside of Helene. So even all of those properties along the beach had already sustained significant damage from the first hurricane. That means the structures are weaker if they were still standing at all. And this is kind of not very good. But I think the impacts of this particular hurricane were much.
I'm just thinking because, my mom's apartment caught on fire because of the neighbor, right? Neighbor was doing some shit he shouldn't have been doing, caught the place on fire. It wasn't my mom's fault, but my mom had to go through her homeowner's insurance. They didn't go through him. Like, you know what I mean? They didn't go through his homeowner's insurance. So I would assume they would go through hers. My aunt had a problem with somebody with the tree. I don't know. She didn't like the tree. It went over her fence or something. I don't know. She fought to get the tree out of the ground, and they wouldn't do it because they said it wasn't technically on her property. I mean, it was just the tree was not. It was just like the branches or something. So they just told him to trim them back a little bit. I don't know. So yeah, maybe they would. I'm not sure, but I'm assuming that they would go through her homeowners. Maybe we could look it up.
Much, much less than Helene, which didn't even make a direct hit in Manatee County or Sarasota. I do also want to point out that the direct hit was not in Manatee County, which again, I always told you guys about. I feel like there's an Indian blessing on our little area there. I still believe that. But there's a lot of, folk tales out there that really talk about, many, many, many years ago before any of us were even thought about, right? Somebody says, here is your coffee and bacon in the.
I looked it up. It says, if your house is damaged by a tree from your neighbor's yard during a hurricane, the damage would typically be covered by your own homeowner's insurance, not your neighbor's, as the storm is considered an act of nature and not usually their fault unless there was clear negligence on their part, like knowing the tree was dead or dangerously unstable and not taking action to remove it. So if the tree, according to Betty, was messed up, damaged, all that stuff, then yeah, she'd probably be able to go on theirs. But I'm assuming I want to see this tree, because I mean, it's Betty.
Good morning. We love you and know everything will be fine. Just know we are all with you. Oh, thank you, Summy. That's really, really super, super sweet. Little Miss Attitude says, yay, you're there safely. Pray for Delilah, Mama Bullhorn, Bullhorn's bestie, and family. Praying for all affected by Helene and Milton. God answers prayer. Yes, that is absolutely 100. So we're very, very thankful for that. Mom the last time I talked to her, still had power and internet. It sounds like Delilah's cuddled up next to her and they're doing really, really well. I know that's one of the biggest concerns that everybody had, just like me. We worry about mom. Oh, thank you, Holly. That's really sweet. We really worry about Mama Bullhorn and Delilah being so young, it's nerve-wracking to say the absolute least. So I'm definitely safe. We just have to pray for the Floridians. That's really what we need to pray for. Oh, thank you, Melanie. It's nice to see you. Nice to see you. SRK, it's nice to see you too. Oh, Little Miss Attitude, Lord, we ask that you prevent any shenanigans happening while Betty is in the area and in court tomorrow. We pray for Sebastian to be found safely and the truth be revealed in Jesus' precious name. Amen. Sebastian's army. I love that, Little Miss Attitude. I absolutely love that.
As she screams and cusses at people. What? Betty, come on now. Go to church. She needs to go to church.
It sounds like we have a few people here. We got to meet some of the people over dinner tonight. It was really, really, really nice. And, it sounds like we're in the best position that we can possibly be in at this present time. So it sounds like everything is in the positive, even though the drive here was miserable, the 25 hours, the not sleeping in a hotel until I got all the way to Tennessee. Kind of sucked a little bit, but at the end of the day, it was good. Listen to this. Oh my gosh, my ex-husband called me. It sounds like him and his new fling, his brother and everybody decided to go north. He's like, did you evacuate? And so I called him back and I'm like, well, I didn't really evacuate, but
she was just bitching, remember? I should be at home with my family and my dog. I shouldn't be here. And in reality, she's safer because she was in Tennessee, because there was a hurricane coming. But she was so mad about being in Tennessee. Remember that? Now look at her.
I said, I have court in Tennessee. And he already knew. I had already told him. He called me, I don't know, a little while ago. And he goes, no, I didn't tell him I was in Tennessee. I'm like, no, I really didn't evacuate. I said, I had court. I said, where are you? He goes, well, we decided to leave. I said, oh, okay. He goes, I'm in Tennessee right now. I said, I am too. I said, well, what part of Tennessee are you at? He goes, right now we're in Nashville. I said, I am too. Who would know that me and my ex-husband would be in the same damn area?
Why should
I
your
don't
ex-husband?
see him. Like occasionally I'll talk to him, like maybe once in a blue moon, like maybe once a year do I.
Why would you even talk to your ex-husband? I mean, you don't have kids with them. Bye. That's what I say.
Speak to that man. And I'm sitting there on the phone with him today, talking because he left his motorcycles at his house. And I'm like, oh, if they fall over. And the next thing we know, we're both sitting in Tennessee and we're both sitting, like he's in Nashville and I'm on the outskirts of Nashville. What are the freaking odds? You know what I should have done? I should have made Tony take me to the nearest store and I should have gotten me a lottery ticket. That's what I should have done. Hindsight's 2020. Is hindsight in here?
Tony. I should have had Tony take me.
I feel you tapping me on my shoulder. I'm just saying. Total reality wins. I'm like, oh, it's reality in here. It's nice to see you. But who? Like, I divorced him to get away from him. Is he stalking me too? We needed POs for that. I got a Seth stalker and I got a Vince stalker. This is getting a little insane. I just trying to say. I'm a little nervous over here. Stop. Hey, y'all. I'm sorry if I missed anyone saying hi to me in chat. Aw. Well, we all love you as well. So, hi, little Miss Attitude. Nice to see you. Ooh, Gypsy, you're in the chat. I wanted to let everybody know when you guys are coming to court. We will be there. I know the court says 9, but we had different instructions from the judge when we were there. So we will be there a little later. If you want to know where we're meeting at and what time, reach out to me. Gypsy, you know the email. I think Karen's trying to get a hold of you to kind of fill you in on everything. So, yeah. Do you know if any news cameras will be in the courtroom so we can watch? It is my understanding that we have several news outlets and that are going to be there. Now,
No, they're not. No, they're not. It's a PO. It's a protection order hearing. They are not going to have cameras up in there. This is a minor is involved. What is she talking about? There's going to be what? There's not going to be. Where's the news outlets? Have you seen them? Because I'm over here looking them up and I'm looking up everything and I don't see nothing.
Last time we had 17 live streaming.
No, we did.
I'm not sure if they're going to be live streaming tomorrow or not.
17 live streaming. She means us, probably. People that were. Come on, Betty.
Have to play it. I don't know what the media is going to do. I didn't even know they were going to live stream the last one. I found out after court that it was live streamed. So I really don't know what the judge allows and what the what their producers are going to allow, because you got to remember, it's not really the people there that make those decisions. It's the people higher up in their news organization. But I do know that people are taking this seriously. This is a major case. This is a case of, national concern, so to speak. And so I think that it may be like.
This hasn't been on the news in a long time. I'm not trying to be mean, but Sebastian hasn't been on the news in a while.
Live stream, but I can't guarantee it because I don't talk to the news people. All I do is, say, hey, I want them to come. If they show up, they show up. If they don't, they don't. It sounds like he is worried about your well-being like the rest of us. Yeah, he was. Well, like I always tell everybody, the reason why Vince and I got a divorce is because we lived like roommates, not like husband and wife. We ran a business together, like, you
beat the crap out of them.
Not,
I think that's the guy.
It wasn't anything.
Allegedly.
Him and I we just had different paths, That's just all there was to it. It didn't matter. Even after our divorce, we went out and had a cocktail and a slice of pie, not like pizza pie. We went to the pizza house and had a slice of pie and had a farewell, beverage. So it's like, we still keep in contact with
farewell
each other,
beverage.
but, and I still care for him deeply. I mean, he was my husband for a decade, but we just have different paths and different ways. We never really, I mean, we fought like hell, but not the last 4 years. The last 4 years were calm, but we were pretty much split apart. So it was, I think we were both ready. You know, we had it, we didn't, and we weren't ones that argued over anything. I mean, we had everything resolved before we ever went into court. I mean, like, we had property transferred, cars transferred, business assets transferred. You know, we had everything.
You're
We had
boring,
already
Betty.
worked the whole entire divorce out before we even filed our dissolution of marriage. So, out of all the things I can say is that, well, one, it's cheaper to get married than it is to get a divorce, and two, it for me, it just was.
Not really. Divorce, $1,200 annulment or whatever it is, or not annulment, but you just like, what do you have, Betty? You don't have anything. Just say you get this, you get this. That's go.
Wasn't an ugly divorce. It did take 2 years, but it wasn't because we were fighting. It was because we got hit with COVID and other crap, and it just took a long time for the judge to actually, you know, stamp the paper and send us on our way. But I know that I see a lot of people that go through those things, and they're in court for years and years and years, and they just tear each other apart. That just wasn't the case. Oh, Melanie, thank you again. Thank you. So, I mean, it's not that we weren't friends. I mean, we did everything as amicably as possible. You know, I mean, there's no hard feelings between me or him. I mean, it was just a marriage that didn't work out. We were on two totally different fields, you know, by 10 years. We changed a lot in 10 years. Both of us had. So, but I definitely care for him. I never want anything bad to happen to him. And obviously he worries about me too, you know. Hobo's Life, did you see the casualties from the tornadoes? So sad. Oh, was there tornadoes? Now, I haven't really watched any news. I've been on the road all day. We went and saw the attorney. We actually went out and looked at some areas. We got the drone out. We ran the drone today. Then we came back here and picked up everybody and went out to dinner. And so today was a very, very busy. The only reason why I've kept up with the hurricane is because I was calling my mom, like, literally.
Were they actually looking or just flying the drone for fun?
Every hour to check on her, because I was, you know, I was worried about my mom.
I would be too.
Moreover, my dog. I mean, my dog is literally my gal pal. Like, if anything happened to that dog, I would lose my ever loving crap. Period. You know, people hasn't seen like Crazy Betty until I'm in a lot of pain, and something happening to Delilah would make me, you know, be in a lot of pain. I mean, she's like in all fairness, and I'm not lying about this, she's like the perfect puppy. I mean, she has not chewed a cord. She has not chewed has not ruined a darn thing. She's a freaking puppy, and she hasn't done anything bad. And she's just
She's still a puppy. Give her time. Give her time. I have a dog that's, how old are you, Riley? That's how I say her middle name. Riley, how old are you? Riley, wake up. Okay, she's sleeping, but I think she's 12. And she will, every once in a while, she gets the itch, and she'll go and chew something, like a shoe, or last year she chewed my little pumpkin I had. But I mean, it's once in every like 4 or 5 years or something. But still, they do it.
very good.
Give her
She's
time.
a sweet little girl, and she just loves her mommy, and her mommy loves her a lot. So, Shelly, it's nice to see
We've
you.
seen
Thoughts
Crazy
are with
Betty.
you, Betty. Stay strong. Yeah, we're gonna stay strong. Not only that, not only are we staying strong, you know, I feel very confident tomorrow. We don't have a crystal ball. We don't, you know, I'm in the lion's den here. I don't trust anybody. I'm not lying. I'm not going to lie to my audience and say, oh, I believe this. I don't trust anybody here. And I'm not going to play like I do. I don't trust anybody. And I look at, you know, it's pretty sad because we've always backed the blue. We're definitely pro law enforcement on this channel. And for the first time, I have never looked at law enforcement as.
Are you kidding me, Betty? Every case you've ever covered, you have said the cops are corrupt, including this case. Are you kidding me, Betty?
A problem, or, for lack of better terms, the enemy. We've never ever looked at law enforcement like that ever on this channel. But after what I've experienced, my opinion, especially around this area, has changed significantly. I fear, that's the one thing we don't want in this country, is people fearing law enforcement. We expect law enforcement to handle themselves in a professional way. We expect law enforcement to follow the law, much like we follow the law. And when we have situations like this, it
But you
puts a
didn't
bad
follow the
taste
law.
in people's mouth. One, and two, it's, how can you expect the community and the public to respect a body that's conducting themselves in this way? That's something that they're going to have to work out internally. But what do you do? Is Jen here? Hey, Jen, it's nice to see you. Nice to see you, my love.
Jerry, I think it was.
So again, I don't have faith in them. They make me sick on a different level as badge holders. Yeah, well, I can understand that because you're a deputy sheriff and you conduct yourself in lawful legal ways. Some people just don't, and we need to figure out why. Just why. So I don't know what to expect tomorrow, and I do feel confident. I feel more secure having media in there. I feel more concerned or more secure having the court reporter in there.
There's not going to be anybody there. We have been looking. There's no one there for you, Betty. Not one damn news outlet. You should have paid someone to come and pretend like they were the news.
And
like you do with press passes.
I feel very confident in my attorney. I know people on this platform tried to dog my attorney and tried to do all this and that and the other and produce whatever. But I can tell you, my attorney is no joke, and he's very good at what he does. It's a bad leadership for way too long. I agree with that. Hey, Betty, my birthday's tomorrow. Well, everybody that has fan lady, I'd love seeing you in here. For all the people that have birthdays, your birthday wish, I know, is making sure that I don't get that rash that I always get when I get to Hendersonville. The silver bracelet rash that I always seem to break out in. So maybe we'll pray for that. No rashes for Betty, especially the metal kind.
Okay, so everybody that has a birthday coming up, Ashley, for instance, lost everything. Everything around her is gone. She was a victim of, Hurricane Helene. And I don't think Ashley's going to take her birthday wish, right? After all this shit she had to go through the last couple of weeks, not even last couple of weeks, last few years. I don't think she's going to take her birthday wish and say, I hope Betty doesn't go to jail tomorrow. Because this is last night. My birthday's on the 17th, and Betty, I damn sure am not going to be wishing for you to not have handcuffs. But if there are any October babies in here, then they wish that. I mean, let us know.
Just saying.
I
maybe
the
pray
rash,
for hives. I prefer hives than the silver stuff that grows on my wrist. I don't know. We don't like certain kinds of rashes. But happy birthday. Happy birthday. I wasn't going to go live, but I got the shower, and I always like to let my hair dry just a little bit before I blow dry it, and it's starting to get there. So
happy birthday.
But as you guys can imagine, tomorrow morning's going to come early, and
set up a little bit.
We're going to have to get up super, super, super early and get out of here. But I really do feel good. We watched the Power of Prayer split a hurricane. So what I'm going to ask you guys all to do tonight is use that power that you have, the power of prayer, and pray not only over me and the people that are here with me to support this BS and these lies. I'm going to ask you to pray for us, but more importantly, pray that Sebastian is found, okay? Because all of this is all for nothing if we can't find Sebastian, bring that boy home, and seek justice for him. Something happened to him, whether it's a custodial thing or something more nefarious. I have my opinions about it, but on a general, very, very general.
Or he walked out the damn door himself. Why does it have to be nefarious? Why does it? I'm gonna tell you why after I say this. Why does it have to be parents are involved? I'm gonna tell you right now. Because every good true crime story has to have a victim and has to have a villain. You have to have someone to hate on. Because if not, if you follow what the law is saying, right? And they're saying the parents, in their opinion, have nothing to do with this as of right now. They've checked them out. They have vetted them time and time and time and time again. They've checked the home. They've checked the cars. They've checked the camper. But Betty thinks it has to be something nefarious. She just has to.
General term, it doesn't really matter what, I mean, it does in a sense, but for the point I'm making, it doesn't matter what's happened
Oh, and Jerry, happy birthday tomorrow.
to him. It just matters we need to find him and bring him home. And those that are responsible for his disappearance need to be held accountable. And at the end of the day, that's what this is about. And we have to look at the behaviors of a few, because when they spend and focus more on a person that's advocating for a child and doesn't believe they're horse crap, and they want to spend more time on that person to try to shut them up instead of going out and getting off their butt to look for their own kid, we've got a problem with that. And how dare they think that this right here would stop our advocation of this young man? Shame on them.
You
Shame
came
on
in
them.
late. Get out of here, Betty.
You don't get your way by lying and doing underhanded crap. That's not how
What's
you
she
get things
talking
done.
about?
That's not what we teach here on this channel. We are a law and order channel. We follow the law. We expect others to follow the law. And when they don't, we expect them to be held accountable for that. And I don't care if they're a detective. I don't care if they're the mayor. I don't care if they are a U.S. congressman. I don't care. The law is the law.
She's just spitting
are to
crap.
follow it, no different than I have to follow it, and vice versa.
And
so
vice versa.
We're definitely going to be honing in on the importance of law enforcement following the law, and my criticism of law enforcement throughout this duration of this case. We don't like being ultra critical of law enforcement. We know they're human beings, and we know that they make mistakes like every other human being. And we try to help in any way that we can help, either strumming up leads or anything. But I can tell you, I have nothing to do with Sumner County. I will never send them a freaking lead. Those leads will go to where they need to go. They'll be vetted from people that need to vet them. And if they rise to the level, they'll go to TBI or the FBI. If they want to funnel that stuff back down to Sumner County, that's up to them. But I don't trust them. And I'm not going to sit here and deal with cops that like to arrest innocent people and then try to turn around and be buddy-buddy with them. You lost my respect. And if you've done that to me, God knows what else you've done, but I don't trust you to handle a case. And if I don't trust you to handle the case, I don't trust to give you leads that are coming into my email box. Those will go to proper channels and, through the proper channels and get where they need to go, but they won't be coming from me. They'll be coming from a third party that I sent them to. And we have produced a lot of information that I truly believe is helpful, but I've got to have faith and respect in the law enforcement body when I'm sending them over stuff, that it'll be followed through. And I don't believe that that would be the case where we sit right now. So we have processes behind the scene that make sure that everything is thoroughly vetted before it goes anywhere. And we're going to continue to do that for the sake of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, what everything should be about. I can tell you that I'm sitting all the way here in Tennessee while I didn't know whether I was going to have a house to go back to. And like I said, it's very important because this is not all for nothing. We have gone through this path. We have walked this path for the sake of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. This is only one small hurdle we have to go through for that.
I mean, you shouldn't even be having to go through anything.
That boy, right? For this boy that had fought to even be here when he.
Hello, nobody never likes Betty. I love that. Welcome in.
And he made it to 15 years old before he disappeared. And now we don't know where he's at, what he's doing, what's being done to him. We don't know. You know what we know? We know that he's missing, and we know that there are 2 people that have publicly lied to us multiple times and have changed their stories. That's what we know.
No, they haven't. The stories stay the same. You tell you. I'm just gonna say, when you're in shock and you have trauma and you're missing your kid, I couldn't imagine having a missing kid, but I do know trauma, and I know trauma freaking fucking well. Okay. And when you tell a story right after it happens, even if it's just like a week or a few days after it happens, the first story you tell, it could change a little bit because you will think of things. Just like the thud. She said, I heard a noise. And then it changed to a thud because she probably sat back and thought that was a little bit more than just like a regular noise. When you actually get a chance to think, because you're not thinking when you're in shock. Your brain is shut down. It's shut down. It is zero zip. Nothing's coming out of that. So Betty has no idea what she's talking about. She's talking out of her butt.
That's what we know. And that doesn't make us sit here and think very highly of people that go motorcycle shopping, go to motorcycle rallies.
Oh, you friggin' kidding me? They were taking flyers to that motorcycle shop, right? Chris and Katie were. Motorcycle rallies, they haven't been to one. When did they go to a motorcycle rally? But I can tell you that Seth Rogers has had fundraisers at bars with motorcycles multiple times, and instead of searching, they're riding motor fucking cycles. Instead of searching for the 15-year-old boy, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, that's out there missing somewhere, they decide to do events where they either sit there with the candle that they could be searching, or they ride around on a few motorcycles. Get your snake boots on, Betty, that your subscribers paid for, and get out in the woods and look for Sebastian.
Go out to eat and leave it to everybody else.
Man, she gets me fired up.
Me, that's a piece of shit. Okay?
You are.
To me, somebody that can do that to their child is a piece of shit. A piece.
I think somebody that comes out here and talks about their son and talks about SA and wearing diapers and this, that, and the other, I think that's a problem.
Of shit. Not a good parent.
I'm just saying, I'm not trying to be mean.
If you would do that to your child, then that statement is for you as well. But I love my audience here, and I know my audience is here because they would never do that to their child. They would never leave town if their child was missing. They would never go motorcycle shopping if their child was missing. They would never not be out in the field with other searchers looking for the child if their child was missing. And
they did do that. They were out searching with an actual licensed PI. Come on now, Betty.
Damn sure would not be going to Mississippi or South Carolina.
And Betty's out there just eating freaking steak dinners with Tony and Seth. She just said it. They went to dinner.
When their child was missing. To me, that is a piece of shit.
Damn, Betty.
That's my opinion.
Talking about yourself today.
Opinion. What I'm entitled to being an American citizen on American soil. So that's kind of where we are. Tomorrow, like I said.
She's bipolar.
If the judge follows the law.
Allegedly.
And it's properly explained, I think by tomorrow, when I come live, there's going to be a lot of butthurt Bettys out there. Just thought I'd throw that out.
Just saying.
They're idiots. They're absolute idiots that didn't know what the hell they were talking about. And I did not deceive my audience because I told you exactly what to expect and exactly what was going to happen. And tomorrow we'll see if that is executed as I expect it will be. So that's kind of where we are.
Well, we know there's no cameras there. There's no news. There's no press.
I was okay. Mommy's okay. And I'm here. So I'm worried about my dad. My neighbor told me that my power is out. So I told my mom I may need her to go over and try to get the generator running and try to get my refrigerators plugged in if for any reason the power's not back on tomorrow. But this storm was a lot less force than what we had initially anticipated. which is a good thing. So that means it's moving quite along. It should be out of the area tonight. And it sounds like people will be doing the power restoration in our area starting tomorrow. They may even start tonight if the winds subside enough that they can be out there with their equipment. And I did hear about the tornadoes. I did not know we had a lot of loss of life in Siesta Key, but in all fairness, every time we have a hurricane, there are people that lose their life. We do everything we can to prevent that. But, at the end of the day, people are responsible for their own actions. And just like me, because I shelter in place, I don't really leave because I've been through a lot of hurricanes. There may be a time when I underestimate the threat and very well may put my life in danger, just like a lot of people. It does happen. We go through these things every year. We never know when, what year is going to be bad. But just like this one, people can't afford to leave the area. This economy, people can't afford a freaking hotel room for their family. You know what
People can't afford to die.
I'm saying? They can't even, it's just, how are they supposed to pay for gas to get out of the state or the hotels that it's going to cost for them to stay in? People don't have that kind of money anymore. You know why? Because people are voting poorly. Aw, thank you. Who's that
Oh,
from?
God.
Phoebe. It's nice to see you, my love. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. A lot
Thank
more
you
than
so
you feel.
much.
They are pieces. You didn't even make us feel that way. They did. Prayers for all and special prayers for Sebastian to come home safely. Thank you so much. Hang in there, Seth. So thank you guys. This was very nice. I appreciate all the love and the support.
Oh, see, Seth, did he block me?
But we're going to continue to fight. We're going to continue to fight lawfully, not
Didn't she just say, Seth? I don't see him. Did he block me?
illegally. And I pray to God by the time tomorrow is over, I pray to God that Chris and Katie are and the other parties are financially responsible.
Yeah, right.
And that's all I can expect is pray to God that the judge does the right thing. Whether or not I'm a taxpayer here, because I can tell you, my platform can make heads spin, and I can be a boil on the butt of a politician no matter what state I'm in. And I have moved mountains in different states to make sure those politicians were in place. And guess what? I wasn't a taxpayer in those areas either. So we have the power of our voice. We have the power of our platforms. And I hope to God that people that are watching this understand the importance of having proper law enforcement that do the job and do their job with honor. This was unhonorable of what happened. And whoever is responsible for this shenanigans should be absolutely ashamed of themselves. So
it's you, Betty.
So let's pray not only that everything goes well tomorrow and everything's thrown out, but that the people that pulled the shenanigans are held financially responsible as well, because they should be. They absolutely should be. All right, guys, I love you. God bless. It's time for me to dry my hair. Oh, thank you, Abigail. Bye, guys. Bye, 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 bye. And then, of course, I will not be live tomorrow. I will not have time. But as soon as we wrap up with the court and everything like that and get back here, I'll absolutely go live and let you guys know what will happen. If it's publicized and live, then you guys will know what's going on. If it's not, then I'll explain it when I get here. I will tell you that the channel has raised the money. It was supposed to go to the donor, but we had cost of the attorney. And one of those costs, this last cost, was the court reporter. So we have a court reporter in there, and we will absolutely get a transcript of these proceeds, a legal, lawful transcript of these proceeds. And if I can, if I'm allowed to by my attorneys, multiple, I will publish that for everybody to see. But it may take a while because, one, it takes a little while to produce it, to type it all up and proof it and stuff. Whatever the court reporter does, I don't know. I'm not a court reporter. That takes a little while to do. And then once I receive that it really depends on whether I'm allowed to share it, because my attorneys, this case will, even if it ends tomorrow, it's not going to be over. So that's kind of where we're at. But anyways, guys, I do appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the like button. We did a lot to try to be here for this hearing to put a kibosh on the rest of this stuff. And I pray to God that this works, because that was a 25-hour trip that could have been postponed because I had an act of God in my backyard. And I chose to make this trip anyways. One, because I wanted over. Two, because I knew people were coming into town, and this was going to cost not only me, but also all the people that were coming here to support, an arm and a leg to do it again. So I didn't want to put anybody out, and I just, put on the bootstraps and hit the road. I do trust TBI. I don't trust TBI either, since Bobby Simmons is one of them with close ties to one family. Yeah. What time does court start?
Gosh.
The court, according to the docket, is 9. We were told a different time when we were there. If you want to reach out to me by email, I'm happy to tell you. all of that. I just don't want to make it public because we have obviously some hate channels that are trying to do underhanded illegal stuff as always. And then those hate channels, hopefully little by slow, will start being corrected very quickly in the week.
So you don't want to tell anybody what time court starts because of the hate channels, but nobody's even filming you, Betty.
And months to come. So we're going to keep our fingers crossed on, hey, Ram, it's nice to see you, my love. We're going to keep our fingers crossed on that. And Brandy, you're in the chat. I've got your soap here. I don't think I'm going to be handing it out tomorrow because I'm going to be in court. And I don't think I can take it. And I don't want to sit in the car, in the hot car.
She sells soap too? What the frick? I mean, I sell one type of soap I have a boutique. I have a LLC boutique. So it's not like just a freaking thing I do for fun. It's my actual job. But why is everybody selling soap? And why isn't anybody using it?
So we're going to be here on the 11th. And so we're going to be doing an event. And I'll make sure I pass them out and get you a photo that you can see. And thank you so much for taking the time to make the Sebastian soap. I really think it was special. And as promised, I did bring it with me. And Seth and Tony and everybody in our crew will get some of the soap that you sent down here. Also, Granny is making that soap. The smoked soap smells really, really good.
Oh, great.
Maybe, Granny, you can send me your email, or maybe there's a way if people are interested in soap or something, we can get that out to them. So there is that.
Oh, someone else is selling the soap.
But it was beautifully done. I don't know if you guys saw it. Let me see if I can take you guys. Well, I don't want to move here because I don't want to show everybody my room. You know how it goes. I'd rather have like a stupid background that 15 million other freaking hotels have. So have a blessed night. Thank you guys. We'll chat sometime tomorrow.
She doesn't want to show her mess.
Or I just don't know when. But God bless you.
Ew, don't do that. So I was on Jones's channel listening to her the other day, right? Hey, Keto Kim. And she was going through, all of Betty's 44 charges. And I guess when you get a ticket or whatever, a charge, they put your appearance on there. So they'll write, clean, dirty, whatever, they write. I promise you guys, at least 7 or more, 10, probably, maybe more. They put on their dirty. And the other ones, they didn't even put anything. But they marked her as dirty. If I was marked as dirty by an officer, my mom would come down from heaven, beat the crap out of me, and then go back up. Because she always told us when we were growing up, if you're going to court or you're going to the doctor, like there's certain things, if you're going somewhere, you dress appropriately, you make sure your butt's clean, you do all the things, My mom would be like, you better make sure your ass is clean if you're going to the doctor. That was just my mom. She just want you look presentable. Sebastian's soap, yeah, that is deranged, Badger Witness. That's real deranged. But I looked on the docket. I didn't see anything yet, so I'll keep my eye out. And then whenever we hear something, I'll jump back on. I looked on like some of the Sebastian pages. Nothing really going on there. They're mostly broadcasting JLR and then his search. Let's go over. Let's go to Twitter and let's go to Bullhorn Betty and see if there's anything over there. Nope, just me. Yeah, nothing's on there. Like no news is covering this. That makes me laugh. Okay. Nick the Hat. And if you guys want to drop a case, if you guys want to cover a certain case tonight, drop it in the comments. We could always cover Idaho 4 or Diddy's court appearance. Yeah, Nick the Hat hasn't even posted anything since October the 5th. He was supposed to be giving us daily updates. Remember those? Where's Hong? Hong, where the hell are you? You hiding out somewhere? I'd like to know where he is. DM here. There's DM. Oh, good. Good. DM's and from Florida, so great. That's great. That's good news. That's such good news. We were thinking of you. We were thinking of you. I mean, it's Nick is a piece of work. He's a piece of crap. I mean, really, like he came in here and acted like he was the boss. Like he literally acted like he ran the show, and everything he said was the opposite. I was like, no, Seth did that. No, Seth did that. No, Seth did that. I mean, it was insane. It was like whoever gave him the information was really trying to mess with them, really trying to mess with them. And then he gives the information to Dog. I never thought I would be involved in a case where Dog the bounty hunter was involved. He's 71 years old. Why is he not retiring? Why is he not retired? He should have retired. But I'm going to jump off here. I have to do my business taxes. Fun stuff, fun stuff. And what else do I have to do? Get some stuff ready for this wedding. Oh my gosh, you should see this. I bought so much stuff. I shouldn't have gotten it. But I wanted to look, you want to look nice. And I haven't seen these people. I feel like I'm going to a high school reunion. I really do. I haven't seen this set of friends in 10 years, 15 years. So it's going to be really crazy for me. So I'm just I don't know. I'm just freaking out, you know how it goes. I don't know. 15 years ago, that's a lot. I don't know. I probably looked a lot different. Nah, I don't think I did. I think I just got a couple more wrinkles. I still look the same, but I just wanted to look nice. So I'll make sure that I take lots of pictures. I'll probably go even live maybe because I have a feeling. I just have a feeling. I'm gonna have a drink that night, and I don't drink, and I don't want to drink, but I have a feeling someone's going to convince me to have a drink, and then I'm going to be like, "Let's go live." So if you see me live, make sure you come and check it out because I'll probably delete it later. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. Thank you. I appreciate that. I do. When you have when you have a birthday, you just I don't know. It's just these older dates. When I was in my 20s, I didn't care so much, but 39 is close to 40. And I'm just not used to that. I don't feel it. I don't act it. I don't act it. Vincent is going with me. Yes, Kenna. Yep. We went and got him a shirt to wear, and he's going to try to find his blue pants, but I'll probably have to buy him some new ones or he'll wear some gray ones. But yeah, he's going. I want him to do a transition video with me for TikTok. And he was like, no way. But I'm going to convince him. So I got to think of a good one. So if you know of any good ones that are where the guys don't have to really talk or anything, let me know. Because I'm trying to find one where he doesn't really have to say anything. Because, but I thought it would be really cute. So, and it's close to my birthday. So I'm going to make him do it because it's my birthday. But thank you guys all for being here. I appreciate it. That's what I said, Kenna. I said, we're going to be the best looking couple. I was like, we got this. We got this. My birthday's the 17th. So it's coming up. It's coming up. My mom used to call me on the 16th because my brother was born March 16th. And she'd be like, happy birthday. And I'm like, it's the wrong date. It was really funny. See, Cheryl knows. October 17th. Yeah. I was supposed to actually be born on Halloween and I came early. So yours is the 14th. Wow. Libras. Hey, Ashley, unblock Stephanie. Have I seen Ashley in here in the last few minutes? Oh, there she was. I'll put it in the chat too. She said she doesn't have anybody blocked. Stephanie can't see you. So court was at 9. So I don't, but then Betty said that they changed the court date but are the court time, but she wasn't going to tell us. But I mean, I'm looking at the docket right now and it says 9:00. So she should have had her court date. I think something happened and she's not wanting to tell anybody. Let's see. What's going on over here? So yeah, nothing's really going on. I'm looking over and seeing what, everybody else. Let's go see who's live real quick. There was nothing on Twitter, and that's where usually like you'll find something. I mean, I'm the only one. Other than Queen Bee, it looks like that's streaming it. So I don't know. Very crazy. But I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to do my taxes, take the dogs out before I don't want to do them. It's not hard to do them, but it's just tedious work. I need like an assistant because I'm one of those people, like I'm on the go, go, go. Like I love to like clean and just organize and be on the go, but I don't like small, tedious things that make me sit still. So I'm going to jump off here. I think you guys are amazing. What'd you say about your puppies? Oh, send me a picture. I bet you said they're so big. Oh, true crime, but they're so big. Oh, I bet they're beautiful. Mine are sleeping right now. I love my girls. They're my best friends. Like literally, I'm with these dogs 24/7. I don't know what I would do without them. They're my friends. And you guys are my friends too. So thank you for being here. Like I said, if you guys don't mind, just taking a second, hit the like button. It really does help the channel grow. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel. That really helps my channel grow. I'm trying to, bypass all of these crazy hate channels, all these drama channels. So we got to get my numbers up. Just kidding. Just kidding. But don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and I will see you guys all on the next live, which will be this evening. So I'll see you tonight. Bye, guys.